Welcome, comrades, to Truth Talks Today, the people's perspective on the world and your number one news source for the truth. The date is October 18th, 1962, and it is official. The United States has tabled peace. After hours of negotiation, frightening escalation, and buildup, the U.S. finally admitted what we knew all along. They are incapable of giving the people the peace they deserve. This, however, came after our great leader, Nikita Khrushchev, made a profound speech that no writer can summarize better than he himself spoke.
The United States and their NATO allies have bullied the people that have actually sought freedom for the world. They have bullied the small island nation of Cuba in the American continent. They have not allowed their just revolution to maintain control of the situation. In their own right, they have reached out to us for support. Not to be aggressive, not to challenge the power of the capitalists of the United States, but to defend themselves. Because they're in their own right to do so. Furthermore, the United States has also bullied us. But in the other side of the world, we're minding our own business. They put missiles, Jupiter missiles, in Turkey, in Italy before that. Are we supposed to just sit back and have our arms closed? Do you think we should? We should just let them do that? Of course not. So, for the betterment of the free world and of justice, we have supported our brothers around the world. We are proud to do so because we believe in the nobility of specific countries. The last thing we want to do is interrupt peace.
When asked about the missiles recently placed in Ukraine, Khrushchev calmly responded,
I'd ask you, are there nuclear outposts in Ohio, in Colorado, in Wisconsin? I mean, that's your own territory. Ukraine is our own territory.
Khrushchev also made explicitly clear that there are absolutely no missiles in Hungary. In fact, he even stated,
I even invite you, if these people from the United States dare to fly their pretty little planes across the sovereignty of a different nation that is not their own to take pictures of the ground. You've done it once in Cuba. Do it in Hungary. Do it. Send your planes. Take pictures. You'll find absolutely nothing.
Comrades, it is absurd that for the guaranteed safety of our people, we must negotiate with those incapable of basic human communication. I'd compare it to talking to a wall, but a wall at least wouldn't invade independent nations and blame them for defending themselves. Lives deserve better than to be controlled by such small-minded capitalists, which is why I will hand the explanation of exactly what happened in the UN Security Council today over to our brave representatives of the USSR and Egypt, who did everything in their diplomatic power to reason with the capitalist pigs.
The United States conduct and decisions that of proposing a position of withdrawing the missiles from Turkey, for example, and then removing this proposal after having widely debated this topic for more than an hour. This course of action taken by the United States severely damages the capability of debating of this council, and the Security Council finds itself in a position where it is so difficult to reach a resolution in which the United States position is being changed continuously.
We insisted on a peaceful solution for this matter, which has of utmost importance to the world. Of course, we insisted on, this kind of behavior, but quite frankly, unfortunately, we couldn't reach an agreement with the U.S., which was the main goal, yes. Without the U.S. putting in their efforts, we couldn't do anything, because we need the whole council to agree, and well...
We found ourselves in a situation where we had to table the topic A, the topic of the Cuban Missile Crisis. We are now discussing topic B, the Sino-Indian War. However, the main focus of this council was to solve the Cuba crisis, and we find ourselves in a very difficult position that was imposed by the United States.
This has been Sturgeon Moritz from Truth Talks Today. Tune in soon to hear the latest people's news.